Speaking of moving a certain type of way, are you gonna really sit up here and make me defend Lena Waithe on my own today?
Fuck no.
Are you Lex?
I'm with you.
No, we here.
It's not just me. It's the way he said. Okay, he like
Lex was so cut off guard with that one.
yeah. He like, what you mean, nigga? He was about to cuss me out. I was like, I'm just checking though. I promise you, I was just checking. How many episodes of them have y'all made it through?
I'm up to halfway through the black and white, so the second to last episode.
Okay.
Honestly, I only watched the first episode.
Okay.
Then it's just
I've only watched the one. I'm only one in. You watched it, cut?
Oh, y'all in for a treat.
So even only being in one episode, I'm fighting Lena Waithe for everybody. I'm fighting everybody for Lena Waithe. That's ridiculous. But I'm so confused by people, bro. Y'all got to help me understand how niggas can really, really, really pick and choose when to stand on some shit, and 9 times out of 10, it's against somebody trying to liberate them for real. Am I tripping?
Well, the cold part is a lot of the takes is coming from folks that have only seen the trailer and only seen the first maybe 15 minutes of the first episode. So if that's triggering to you, then you're going to have the take of the masses right now. Yeah. Like, everybody feels like it's playing on black trauma, and she has a track record for that. Yeah. Without actually, just watch the fucking season, please, before you have a take. Like, why are you running to a take? They gave you the entire season at once, and people came out with a take when it first dropped. You didn't even watch 1 hour by the time they had comments on it.
Full deep dive.
You know what I'm saying?
It hadn't been up an hour, and people had full think pieces on a show that released the whole series for you. And so I urge you. And this is solely for my black creators, rappers, singers, producers, storytellers, you name it, poets, bro. Fuck what your people talking about.
That's it. Cause
they sheep for real. We're not gonna hang out on Lena and them, but look at how this fucking vaccine is being branded and marketed and taken away and revised. And man, and how people pulling up on you. You ain't got your vaccine, young blood. Nigga, you got yours, nigga? Oh, nigga. Because you got the wrong one. They gave you the wrong one, especially if you went to Oracle. You for sure got the wrong one.
Man. Not only that, bro, it's a whole nother part to it, bro.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't want nobody to die. My bad. We gotta
really still drop it like
yeah. We gotta be responsible. My bad.
But it's a whole nother piece to it that they didn't even realize they inserted in you. They inserted another play on classism on you because they gave you they told you you had to take the vaccine in order to do things, and people ran in droves to it. But on top of that, because they created the concoction for these vaccines so fast, naturally there's going to be a whole bunch of different side effects that we don't even know until folks have done it and some time passes and we'll find out some shit about it. And then we'll probably eventually get the commercials saying that you can go back and you have an opportunity to...
You might have access to some bread.
It's a class action for whatever the hell it is that you took if you took this Moderna.
Thank you for being the guinea pigs, y'all.
Yeah,
we didn't tell you, but that vaccine was in beta. And right now...
We didn't think we had to tell you because we made it in 3 weeks, but hey...
Yeah, like I'm trying to be as responsible as possible around this because folks take this shit very seriously, and I get it.
I take it seriously too, and I'm all right, bro. Let me chill.
And I get it, but don't skip past the fact that they just inserted another part of classism to y'all, bro. Like Johnson & Johnson is getting it bad right now on having their shit recalled and stopped, and now the people that say that they got vaccinated. They'll say if they say that they got vaccinated, but they don't say nothing else as far as like, you know, which one they got, then automatically assume that they got Johnson & Johnson. Because the people that got vaccinated with Pfizer or Moderna, they tell you that I got the Pfizer or I got the Moderna. So without even knowing it, they programmed classism in that little piece right there. So best believe they're gonna use that at some point to then separate people even more when they figure out how they're gonna utilize that. That was just a dose. They just dropped that for now. We'll circle back to it. I usually bring these things up first and foremost. So best believe it'll be a few pies later, but it's gonna come back. But just know that, just remember that Pfizer, Moderna, Johnson & Johnson, that's how they're gonna separate everybody, and folks that did not take a vaccine whatsoever.
Yeah.
That's how they're gonna separate everybody. They're just trying to figure out how what's the money play is gonna be on that. That's how these things work.
They already got some of the money play when they were talking about if you're traveling overseas and you're not vaccinated, then you got to stay in that hotel for 2 weeks.
Okay.
On your own pocket dime.
They're building a whole nother business right now, bro. Like, best believe it's happening. Sorry, I've been in America for long enough, bro. Like I see all this shit.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I've been here long enough, bro. Like it's not hard to see what motherfuckers be doing, bro. When you start thinking like a business, bro, this is literally because that's the play I would do.
And on top of that, America,
that would be my play.
And people get mad, but I said the one thing America gonna do is run the numbers up.
America gonna get the chicken.
Exactly.
Gonna get the chicken.
Okay. What pandemic?
What pandemic?
They were the first ones that said pandemic. We just don't know
Come
it.
on.
Are you telling me they trademarked that before?
Oh, they already trademarked it, and then they just told they drove to the hood and went up to a little kid and gave him some candy. Was like, remember, it's not a pandemic, it's a pandemic. Kid told everybody else.
Damn.
Sorry,
Marty. Before we move on to, like, I know you want to go to the topic. Okay. I want to go back.
I wasn't even gonna do that to you, but now that you set it up, I'm definitely doing it.
No, I want to double back to the them though, because I've seen further into it. I'm not gonna tell like any details on it, of course, but just set this picture because I'm trying to get people to watch it. I know it's gonna be hard for folks because they only seen the first 15 minutes and they said fuck that. But imagine a world where they tell you a story about the Great Migration from the South to East Compton for this particular situation.
Yeah.
And they showed you that there were real human trauma, and they created horror around trauma. Mm-hmm. So they made all of the trauma that everybody has into a physical being that you can see.
Yep.
Most people didn't have that, of course. It wasn't something that you could envision or whatever. It was just with you. But they created a horror around it. Yeah. But it wasn't just black people that had it. So while everybody's thinking that the story is about black trauma, it's truthfully about all humans had some level of trauma. And the trauma that's never talked about is the trauma that white people had.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the part that gets skipped over. It's just automatic that white people were doing something to us, yes. But we never talk about white people doing things to other white people. Skim right past it. So how about I show you it physically? You know what I'm saying? While you're doing shit to black people, it's because of some shit that you have to deal with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So let me tell that story a bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like I think it's so many different layers to it that you get caught up at the very beginning, and also slipped in the color of law too.
That's exactly how I set the conversation up with Moms and Grams last night or yesterday. The color of law. We just drove through Richmond and just look at the different neighborhoods, and it's like, oh, y'all ain't read the color of law yet? Like, damn, I was like really excited to present that to them.